Opinions expressed of this show are for entertainment purposes and should not be misconstrued or interpreted as fact. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
So fresh, and we do this shit daily. Styles are predictable, you love it when we say we be pubbing this way. Every cab in the Dutch boy, motherfucking fresh shit is coming your way. And there's no intermission, cause we dishing up games. So spark up and listen up, not for the week. And we not with the feed, if you're not a low bagger. Stop and retreat, we gonna get you high. So here we go, never get it twisted. Pub Sports Radio.
Welcome to the Sesh, Medicate Monday, presented by Pub Sports Radio.
Where the real ones reside. Salute to the ladies, gents, and D-gents for tuning in. You already know it's all love. I'm your guy, Dutch Boy Fresh.
And I'm Daby Cabman. You know the deal. It's cool if you don't smoke, but here on a Medicate Monday with me and my guy, Dutch Boy Fresh, it is a lot fucking cooler if you do. So if you're going to, go ahead and fire up that plane, load that bowl, stuff that bong piece, and drop your strains in the chat. We want to highlight those strains. We want to see what you guys are smoking on, man. Shout out to T back there on the ones and twos. It's really nice having our producer back. Much love, T. We couldn't do it without you. Shout out to Jeff Slaughter, the Don, the OG of Pub Sports Radio. There is no Pub Sports Radio without Slaughter. So thank you, Slaughter. Thanks for getting us up here. And most importantly, man, my guy, 2 cents in the chat. Kristen in the chat. Andrew, good to see you. Serious Business. Markel. All you guys rolling in early and often, man. You guys are the real ones that keep us here. Thank you, guys. We love you. BJ, good to see you on screen yesterday, my dude. Wine time. Everybody rolling in the chat, man. Hit that like button and go to Pub Sports Radio and retweet the show. I was just the first one as it went off. We got close last week, guys. We got to 30, so that giveaway might actually be happening here soon. Everybody go hit that retweet. We get to 50, and we'll do the giveaway.
That's right. For you slow motherfuckers, T, if you would, drop the link in the chat. Go to X, go to Pub Sports Radio, and hit the retweet button. Of course, hit the like button if you're watching the show. Share the show. But if you want to be part of the $50 donation, all you got to do is retweet it. Once you see 50 retweets, we will simply give away $50 on the motherfucking spot. We need to grow, and we need your help to do that. But we appreciate all the real ones holding us down. Right here, Pub Sports Radio, another edition of Medicate Monday. I mean, it's only right. So our boy Wham Bam would say, well, he'll be joining us soon. We got razor sharp picks on deck. We'll end it with Jimmy the motherfucking bag. But we got a motherfucking loaded show for you guys. Not only do me and myself, Daby Cab, got some best bets for you to break down. We'll be breaking down Monday night's football game. We got best bets from the big show. Well, it's the big show. It's a big show tonight. We got picks from Big Hundo Cons clips. We got Wine Time. We got Spoon Bets. And we got X Nizzle. So we got our guys on deck best bet clips coming on throughout the show. So we definitely appreciate them taking a little bit of their time and doing that for us. And then there's, you can see the link right there. So once again, guys, hit that, go to that right there, go to that link on X, retweet it. And as soon as you see 50, I'm going to ask Gronk to fucking pick someone in there that retweeted to go ahead.
That's smart.
Bless them. Yeah, I seen that someone do that. So we don't even have to ask T to do it. We don't got to do it. They don't got to think we're cheating. Gronk will do it, whatever the fuck his name is. What's his name, Cap? What's his name?
I think it's right. I think it's Grok. It's just calling it a he when it's like an AI is just, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I know it ain't no bitch. I know that. He's too smart to be a bitch. He's too smart to be a motherfucking female. No offense, Chris.
What are you saying? It's too smart?
Yeah, I'm saying he's too quick with it. Now, I'm not saying the females ain't smart, but he's too quick with it, all right? Yeah. Hey, but let's go, though. Before we get to our guy, let's wake up and get some money with our boy Daby motherfucking Cabs.
Wake up, get money. Wake up and get money. I wake up and get money. I wake up and get money. Wake up, get money.
Listen, I've got action that I've already bet in college football. I personally do not have a bet on Monday Night Football tonight. And for me, it feels a little shitty to bring you guys a wake up and get money that doesn't kick off until Friday or Saturday. So I'm not going to do that. I do have a bet on the Diamond today. So real quick, I think Spoons will take us there as well, but we're going to stop back in on the diamond here. And, you know, I saw it in the chat. Shout out to my guy AOD. He put Daby Marsh in the chat. Why the fuck not? Why would we not go back to Marsh today, boys? He's plus 170 right now, and shop around because that's at my book and I get shit lines. So if I got plus 170, make sure and look around. Over 1.5 total bases. Now you've got Nolan McLean on the mound for the New York Mets, who is 4-0 with the 1.37 ERA, 28 strikeouts, 7 walks, a .76 whip. The dude has been electric since he started pitching in the bigs. You know, he shut down Philly one of his 2 games ago as well. Only gave up 4 hits against Philly. So why am I on Marsh here? Let me tell you why I'm on Marsh. Because in the last 10 games, he's been doing what he's been doing since I started betting on him. He's hitting .471 with 16 hits, 2 home runs, 7 runs scored, and that's just in 10 games. Over 1.5 bases for somebody who's seeing the ball like that at plus 170 is fucking wild. So absolutely, I bet it. Brandon Marsh over 1.5 total bases. You can also hit the hits, runs, RBI if you want a safer bet.
Wake up and get money with our boy Daby Cab. There you go, Brandon Marsh. Plus money right here to start off the show right here on Plus Sports Radio. You know where we're gonna go? We go from our boy Daby Cab right there outside of Dallas, Texas, to Delaware. That's right, Delaware, where our boy does it very well. The family man that cashes, Mr. Motherfucking Cash It. Our boy Razor Sharp Picks with the Razor's Edge. Let's go.
Here comes the Razor's Edge.
Recognize, motherfucker.
What up? What? Oh, hold on. I got it. I got to do it. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Monday. It's a great day to be a Packers fan. We dominated week 1 in Green Bay. Go Pack, go. What's up, fellas? Happy Monday.
Man, I saw our guy Big Show show up in the chat right before that cheesehead went on. It was like perfect timing. Shout out to our guy Big Show and shout out to the cheesehead. My bad, choking.
Razor, I was thinking yesterday, I know a week ago, about 2 weeks ago, Mika Parks, I was like, man, you're going to be happy, motherfucker. And, got a sack yesterday. Obviously, it's what everyone else can do around him. He's, going to be just make everyone around him better as well. But, it was a big division win against the Lions. Did what they're supposed to do, handle game 1. It looked pretty well doing it. So congratulations on that. We got one hell of a season. I know you have one hell of a baseball season, up over 100 units. Fresh off a fucking one hell of a start. Was it 5-1 yesterday in the NFL, ladies and gentlemen? So be sure you're supporting our guy Razor Sharp Picks as he's going to give us right now the Razor's Edge. T, if you would, roll the motherfucking clip.
Here comes the Razor's Edge.
Recognize, motherfucker.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. You like this Big Show? You like this? Everybody hit the like button down below. Fuck the Lions. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button down below. Share the video and subscribe. Cheers to everyone except those Lions fans.
Go Pack, go. Let's go to the motherfucking window.
Let's go. Last week, fucking choke job by those Atlanta Braves. We had the Braves money line. They had a 6-1 lead, end up losing 7-6 in 10 innings. So we are now 2-1 our last 3, and we are looking to bounce back today. Check me out, Big Show. Check it out. Here we go. Tonight, we have those Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Both teams trying to get a win so they can keep up with those Green Bay Packers. And I got 2 Razor's Edge bets for you today. We are attacking the side, and we are taking the total in this one. First bet, $400 Razor's Edge. We are taking the Bears money line at plus 105. For the other bet, we are on the Vikings Bears under 43.5. Now let me tell you why. First things first, the Bears, they're trash. 1-10 their last 11 games. The Vikings, they went 14-3 last year, where those Bears went 5-12. Well, guess what? They opened this line up at a 1. A 1. This one, you smell that? That is a trap. The Bears are going to win this game outright. You know why? Because the Vikings, they got a rookie quarterback. Rookie means he hasn't played a game yet, and this is his first game as an NFL player. 53 rookies have done it before. 17 wins, 35 losses, and 1 tie in those 50 games. Since 2020, rookie quarterbacks week 1, they are 1-9. The Vikings. Sorry, let's talk about the Bears first. The Bears, 4-1. Their last 5 games versus these Vikings. They are also 6-3. Their last 9 versus the North Division in the NFC. They are 8-3. Their last 11 Monday night games. And they are 6-4. Their last 10 when they're an underdog. The Vikings, they are 3-7. Their last 10 when they're a favorite. 3-7. Their last 10 when they're a road favorite. They are also 4-6. Their last 10 games to the under on the road. 7-3. Their last 10 to the under on the road. More stats for the under if you're not paying attention. Those unders this week, they are 12-3. This total opened up at 44.5, dropped to 44, then dropped to 43.5. I'm riding the under wave, and I'm on the Bears money line. Those are 2 $400 bets for me. Bears money line plus 105, and Vikings Bears under 43.5.
Razor sharp picks, giving us the goods, The Undertaker on the prime time goes for 2025, and he's with the Bears, with the cheese head. We will clip this and send this out today. He is with the cheese head taking the Chicago Bears, ladies and gentlemen. Razor sharp picks, we enjoy you as always here, my friend. I know you got a busy day ahead of you racing with Razor. Talk to the people, my man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys as always. And yes, after this show is over, come over to my channel on YouTube, Razor Sharp Picks. We're going to be betting the ponies. It's been about 2 weeks since I've had a Racing with Razor show, but we are back betting the ponies. So come on over and let's win some money before we get to some Monday night football. Appreciate you guys as always. Talk to you soon.
Here comes the Razor's edge.
Recognize, motherfucker.
Shout out to our guy Razor, man, and all you in the chat. I see Mr. Tomatoes, Steve in the chat, man. Nuke Worker, my dude. Good to see you, Nuke. Spoons Bets, Ixnizzle, Big Show, everybody, man. All the real ones coming in. We dropped the link earlier, but go retweet on X so we can do that giveaway. I want one of you guys to
We got 10 quick, but we slowed down a little bit. And we're going to get detailed into this game. All right, we're going to get detailed in this game a little bit. We'll get detailed in this game here shortly, but definitely appreciate Razor back with us on the under. No surprise there, and taking the Bears. I don't know, Cap. Did it seem right? Him talking all that shit about the Bears with the cheese head on.
It definitely feels like he'll get some kind of troll comments out there of people saying like, "Oh, that's the wrong fucking hat or the wrong fucking cheese." The cheese heads are the pat. Because there's always people out there that do that shit. You can say something wrong on purpose as a joke, and people are still going to correct you on it.
Where was Nuke at? Our boy says
Nuke said he's what did he say? He said that that was a great breakdown, but I'm on the Vikings.
And I'm with
that's why you wanted to go back to Nuke. Okay. Hey, we also got more bets. More bets.
Joey T says I'm with you, Nuke, and I'm like. And I Nuke in the chat, he's an OG. He deserves to know. I honestly didn't see it, but Nuke, a lot of times when I tune in to live shows, me and Nuke are on the same sides, like when I tune in to Jimmy's show, speaking of live shows, I did happen to tune in last night for a brief moment. I had to turn it off, Cap.
I know. You text me talking shit too. I was like, do you learn something? I'm like, motherfucker, I won my bet. Yeah, I learned something. I learned I made a good bet.
I'm like, Okay, all week long, I have people, hey, man, you ready for the football? Yeah, man, what you think? And the motherfucker, oh, Ravens. I'm like, bro, you out of every game on the board, you're going to tell me the Ravens is your favorite bet? And I heard that from some respectable motherfuckers. And I'm thinking like, and this just ain't on this Wi-Fi world. I'm talking face-to-face, the motherfuckers talking Ravens. I said, bro, you know, there's a lot more better games on the board than that game to bet. And if I'm betting, it's going to be on the Buffalo Bills. And I didn't have a bet on the Buffalo Bills until, honestly, I turned on fucking Jimmy the Bag in the live stream. And all I heard was Baltimore this, Baltimore that. And it was like, it was a fucking layup, a cupcake. And
well,
I said,
it was until it wasn't.
No, the disrespect is just unbelievable. So out of just pure disrespect for my guy, Josh Allen, I fucking went crazy on Cab through text, and then I pressed buttons on the Bills Mafia. I already had minus 109 for the touchdown. I already had, I had minus 155 for, the touchdown with the big man, King Henry, who was running all over the Bills. Don't get it twisted. And if you didn't know, if you didn't happen to see me yesterday on NBA Pub Hub, the preview where we had a lot of amazing cappers, led by Babano, led by our guy Jimmy the Bag, but Babano started us off. We had Big Ragu. We had a lot of motherfuckers, man. Marley Betts, who's been killing it year after year. And I was blessed to go right after Big Ragu. And your boy went 5-0 on the debut of NFL Pub Hub. So I'm very happy about that. And the count is even more. All right. Ecstatic about this shit. But what I'm here to tell you right now is Josh Allen is the best motherfucking thing going. He is the best motherfucking thing walking. So please do not line up to fade this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck who is on the other team. I don't give a fuck how good of running backs they got, because the Baltimore Ravens got two really good ones in Lamar Jackson and King.
I mean, I don't know where you're trying to use this as an opportunity to talk shit about Lamar Jackson. He cashed his rushing.
I'm just telling you, that's the Baltimore Ravens. That's the Baltimore Ravens in a nutshell right there. That's them at the end of the day. They will be great for 3/4 of the season. And when it's money time, get the fuck out of here. That shit don't win. And I'm telling you right now, you can say it's luck, but Josh Allen was cool as the other side of the pillow when it was time.
Hey, Wham's backstage, and he seems like he's got something to say.
When it was time to be. But before we do that, let's get to the strain of the motherfucking day.
Yeah.
Strain of the day. White cherry slushy. Melted cherries.
I did the melted cherries for the breakdown for you guys. I'll do the white cherry slushy next time or at some point. But the melted cherries, it's a cross of black cherry punch and Tropicana cookies. It's a very green, as you could see. It's got like the perp flavor, but it's a deep green, and you get a lot of OG flavor from it. And I don't know where it's coming from, because neither of those strains are really OG strains. But I'm telling you guys right now, it's got like it almost tastes like fucking chocolate covered cherries. Like this shit, if you get a chance to hit this melted cherries, I highly recommend it. It's very indica dominant, so it's exactly the type of weed I'm looking for.
I love it. I got the orange.
I'm locked in. Did I break that down like a bet today? Good God.
That was good.
I'm ready. No, but I'm like, you're like, yeah. Like, bro, I'm like, I'm ready for this.
No, I was about to say what my shit is. It's good. I asked you, I was like, man, do the fucking strain of the day for real. And that was even better than I imagined. I got the orange push pop in the plane, excuse me. It's a beautiful thing, man. Coming in at 30%, tastes like a fucking orange pill, and it's cushed the fuck out. I'm always high, Scott. I'm being real though, y'all. You got. I'm just saying. And Kong says I'm tripping, but you like the jersey though. Yeah, I got the white one too, homie. That white blue one that they got. The white out one that they got coming out is filthy. I'm just being real with y'all. Everyone wants to beat their chest out about the Baltimore fucking Ravens. Their receiving core is average. I'm just telling y'all, man. You don't bet against the best player in the game.
Ace, you're not allowed to go back to this until Wham's on and can rebuttal.
Yeah, and well, I'm communicating with the chat, bro.
No. Nobody. No. They weren't
Yeah,
talking about
yeah. Scott.
Nope. Scott was talking about weed. He was not talking about the Ravens.
No, he was. He said must be sativa. He's telling
That's
you.
weed. That ain't the Ravens.
He's talking about you. That's sativa?
Did it fucking look like a sativa?
That's what I'm saying. He tried to say it's sativa. Indica at night. Action Jackson. Indica all day for me, baby.
I mean, I don't know. That's the easiest answer. And if you don't know the answer to my question, well, then you probably
Zay Flowers is a good wide receiver. He's not a 1. He is not a fucking 1. He's not a 1. And we'll move on. Let's go. We're gonna get to baseball. We're gonna go down. Let's get to some stuff. Let's get to our guy though, man. This guy comes on all the time and brings us some really good knowledge every single time he does. It's a pleasure to have him. You can find him not only with Jimmy the Bag, but also on the sauce with Kyle Kern. Morgan motherfucking Spoon, our guy Spoon Dog. Let's go.
Morgan Spoon.
Morgan Spooner. Yeah, Spoon Bets. Let's go.
Is Spoon not a nickname? He's got
You will come.
Chicks dig the lollipop.
What up, pub crew? Hope you're having a wonderful Monday and had a great NFL Sunday. I had a good week 1. Went 4-1. Ravens choked that away last night. Got my ass kicked in baseball, though, so back to it today. My favorite baseball bet of the day is the Kansas City Royals, Cleveland Guardians, under 8.5. You can get it at minus 120 to 125, depending where you look right now. These are two of the worst offenses in MLB on the full season, both ranking worse than 25th in baseball. The Royals are probably going to be without their best bat, Bobby Witt. He's dealing with back spasm, so even if he's in the lineup, he's not going to be very healthy. I think this is a spot where we got 2 really decent pitchers on the mound. Ryan Bergert hasn't given up more than 2 earned runs in 9 straight starts, and Cicconi's been more than serviceable all year, so under 8.5. Good luck today. Have a great day, guys.
I love it. Under 8.5. And what was the game?
I'm not gonna. I was lighting this, so I was hoping you.
What? I had under 8.5, but I was.
Hold on, let me think about what I heard.
I was reading the.
What up, pub crew? Hope you're having a wonderful Monday and had a great NFL Sunday. I had a good week 1. Went 4-1. Ravens choked that away last night. Got my ass kicked in baseball, though, so back to it today. My favorite baseball bet of the day is the Kansas City Royals, Cleveland Guardians, under 8.5. You can get it at minus 120. What up, pub crew? What up?
Fuck, T. You produce, not me, bro.
Stop pressing buttons, man.
Yeah, you do it, bro, not me. That's my bad. I'm sorry, okay?
Well, I tell you, stop pressing buttons. He's like, oh, I can't so happy he's back. And then he fucking wants to step on his fucking toes.
Because he talked about Bobby Witt. I was listening. I was lighting. I was grabbing another joint and lighting it.
The fact that Kong said Zay Flowers would be the best wide receiver on Buffalo, that
you are fucking impossible, bro. That's the word that I'm going to use.
That strengthens my case, Kong. Shout out to my guy, Big Hundo, though. Yeah, man. Our guy Spoon always giving us some good knowledge come through, giving us the under on the Guardians. 8.5. We appreciate you, Spoon. Be sure to follow @Spoon Bets. Tweets out all action. And as he said, had a really good day in the NFL, 4-1. As he was one of those guys against Baltimore. The whole fucking world was on Baltimore. Sorry you had to take the L, my friend. But come on, man. J.A., baby, it's J motherfucking A.
Not. You literally can't stop talking about it. What do you mean you're sorry?
Hey, you're just fucking salty because
I can't even. Why am I salty? I had one bet and I fucking made it. I cashed it.
Baltimore and you listened to me. That's why. Because you fucking listened to me. You just say,
oh my God, dude.
Dutch. You just say thank you, Dutch.
Did you just lie on camera to everybody? Before you gave me any opinion about the game, I said, I think Lamar Jackson has 2 passing touchdowns, and I do think the Bills win the game. In the
bullshit! Bullshit!
What do you mean bullshit? It's in our fucking phone.
Last fucking part. And what was your bet? You're betting on fucking Lamar Jackson, this, that, and that, and saying
my bet cash, Dutch, in the third quarter. and then I had a quarter and a half to watch the game and enjoy it.
I'm going to ask Jimmy if that's what you told him. I'm going to ask Jimmy when he gets on here if that's what you told him.
Listen very closely, because Jimmy said, even though you didn't post it, did you bet the Ravens? And I said, no.
Oh, because you wanted to. Because why did he ask you? Because you fucking wanted to. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Week 2, before we get on the NFL, week motherfucking 1 in the Monday Night Football game, and Cab drives me fucking crazy. Let's recap.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. This is a long, because Dutch and I were going
a week 2 recap of
this is the first text that I sent about it, and if y'all cannot see
that, and that was after you already fucking after you tried to rebuttal shit. We can't see that shit. That's a long ass fucking. That ain't even a text. That's a fucking story.
You can because it was for the bet, and you know, let's see if you had.
I got time for that fucking story, homie.
You're right, Dutch. You're the type of person who will have literally the evidence put in front of your face and still not know.
I want to know what you told Jimmy earlier in the day before you talked to me and learned a little something. Week 2, ladies and gentlemen, college football.
What do you mean told Jimmy?
A lot was going on, guys, and we appreciate T putting these together. Let's see what we got for week 2 of college football. Let's go.
Proud of our guys. Sorry to a lot of gamblers there at the end.
Oh, we didn't get the fuck KU one either, bro. These stadiums. Oh yeah, we have that one somewhere else, bro. These stadiums and this. Listen, I was not super excited about the slate of games for week 2, but when it's all said and done, it was a good day, made money, and how much fucking fun is it to have college football back, man? These games, these stadiums are fucking on fire, man, and I can't wait to talk about the next week.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. We got 6 good games to talk about. I bet 3 of them. Cavs got bets on them. But we want to know, we got Cons Clips edition here coming up real quick too here, and we're going to get to Wham Talk. Before we do though, guys, we want to know, there's some pretty crazy fucking things. I'm going to say, I went to Miami, you know, I've been to the Super Bowl. One of my favorite times though, honestly, was Florida State, Miami. It was a great game in Miami. Now, if I had went to see it in Florida State in Tallahassee, I think I would have liked a little more. Monday Night Footballs in Denver have probably been my greatest, experiences but these college fucking football games, man, they're insane, man. They are fucking insane. So we have a poll. We want to get a poll going here in the chat. Let us know. I want to know right now, where are you going? Me and Cap want to know.
Bro,
where are you going? Go ahead, Cap.
No, you already lined it up so we can watch the videos, but I'm going to tell you about a game after that.
Let us know, where you going?
we didn't even get an aerial view of Auburn's field. That place was fucking crazy, bro. If that don't get you ready.
I'm taking Auburn just off of that. I'm taking
out of
Auburn.
those three, like if you're asking me which ones seem like, Auburn, obviously, out of those three. But yeah, for me, that's not a tough choice. Auburn did win that one. But that Oregon shit was dope because it was so quiet at first, right? Because of the song. And then as it started getting louder and louder, that was pretty fun.
I was like, wait, what's going on? Then I get it. Okay. That first one was dope too. You know, Missouri, fuck you, KU, the whole fucking place doing fuck you, KU. That shit was dope. You know, and that was a good game. Great calling the over on that one. But yeah, man, let us know in the chat.
I'm gonna tell you guys what's about to happen this year. So get ready for this because it's gonna be an absolute fucking blast to watch because the places have already been doing it. But you saw how lit Auburn was, right? And if you look anywhere, you've seen that shit already. You've seen it everywhere, right? These stadiums are going to put on shows this year. And they've kind of been doing it like Tennessee did it in 2022. South Carolina did it last year one time. But these shows are going to start – these stadiums are going to put on like ridiculous shows that are going to be hype as hell this year. Watch. It's going to go across the nation. I guarantee it.
Let's play Colin's clip real quick. Can you play do his intro on this thing? I don't know if you've seen
am I on this? Gotcha.
Yeah, he had to go somewhere real quick. He'll be back in a second. Shout out to JT in the building. Good to see you, my dude. Cheshire Cat, Young Native, Action Jackson. We got the whole crew. Catchville, Recon. I see you, my dude, supporting us on X. Speaking of X, go to PSR right now. Retweet the show. 50 retweets, guys. We give away 50 bones on the spot for one lucky motherfucker. You'll see it. Once it hits 50, we'll go ahead and pick someone to give away $50, and we'll do it right then and there. Big shout to our guy TC, 2 cents. Big part of the UFC.
If you are over on X, jump over to Pub Sports Radio on YouTube.
Yeah, man. Let's run up the likes. Let's share the video. We got Wham Talk about to come through and vibe out with us here. We're going to end it with the bag. We're going to break down the fucking card. Let's get these numbers up, and we'll vibe out and really keep this thing going. We got some more best bets from the crew on deck as well. We're fully loaded here, guys. So let's vibe the fuck out, and let's get big hundo, Cons clips. Let's go.
Yo, Kong's Clips here. Happy motherfucking Medicate Monday. Coming to drop some plays. Everybody hit the like button. Subscribe. You know the deal. Retweet the show. Look, college football's been ugly this season. I'm going to turn this thing around. No better time to start than now. Some plays for this week. Clemson goes to Georgia Tech. Give me Georgia Tech plus the 6.5 in the ACC battle of the top dogs. I think Georgia Tech has a good shot to win this game. We've seen what Clemson did last week. They struggled against a bad team. I think Georgia Tech gives them all they can handle and stays in this game. Oregon at Northwestern. Oregon has come on strong. Dante Moore is better than I thought he would do preseason. This offense is clicking on all cylinders. Defense looks good. Give me Oregon minus 27.5 at Northwestern, minus 120. Georgia Tech is minus 120. USC at Purdue. USC, man, this team, they played some cupcakes, but offense is clicking. I know what to look for in these teams when they're playing bad teams. Are they getting the job done by margin, which they are? Purdue has played nobody. And I think Purdue is the same bad team we saw last year. Give me USC minus 21.5. Love you guys. Appreciate you for having me. Hit the like button. Retweet the show. Kong, I'm out.
Bro, shout out to our guy Kong. Always being a fucking example for this show, man. Dutch and I want to change this a little bit with football so we have more time to talk games. We want to get best bets from, the crew just like that so we can play them and we can keep the show moving. And anytime we ask Kong for something for this show, man, he's always on point, just like that. Salute to you, Kong. Thank you. And you already know you're going to turn this shit around, bro. No question.
Big shout out to Kong's Clips. Well said, Cap. Yeah, man. It's bound to get back into black. We know you're on your way. Appreciate that. Appreciate everyone that does send in a clip. And yeah, man, we need more time to talk about the games. We want a better flow to it. This allows us to do that. So we appreciate everyone vibing out with us. And let us know what you think in the chat. You know, we are gonna get to our guy here. We'll have 3 guests on the show every week, and that'll be Razor Sharp Picks, Wham Talk, and our guy Jimmy the motherfucking Bag. Everyone else that you know that's part of the rotation, that's a big part of the Sesh, will be sending in live clips. And it's kind of back to the motherfucking basics. You know, guys that started with us from the beginning. You know, we did kick out, you know, the long-winded Pip, you know, that motherfucker. And we replaced
him. There's no we.
No,
we. You did.
Oh, yeah, fuck that bitch then. I did myself. Solo mission. You allow him to disrespect. I don't. You know, you allow him to just spit on not only the Sesh and PSR. I do not. You allow.
Oh, okay. Dutch is all fucking.
You
Dutch is fucking
him
got his goddamn cake on today. You want a few bets? That's good, bro.
You allow that shit. I won't stand for it. Fuck. No, I won't stand for it.
I'm gonna need you to win bets every week if that's what makes you put your cape on.
Let's go to our guy. Hey, he wasn't even winning bets at the end of the day, so we got put up with all that shit, and he ain't even winning out bets. Motherfucker, play with the money too.
I don't know if he was not. You don't say that. I'm sure
he ain't no fucking earner. Get the fuck out.
You weren't even making bets at that point in time.
For fucking motherfuckers, man. He ain't getting in my car. He ain't getting in my motherfucking car. Let's go to California.
He can ride in mine if he wants.
Let's go to California because this motherfucker will come through and pick your ass up with one rolled up, ready to smoke. And you ain't got to worry about him doing no fugazi shit. Believe that. Our boy Wham motherfucking Band. Wham Talk. Let's go.
Oh fuck! God damn it, T, motherfucker.
Thinking about the pen, motherfucker. Shit.
No. Actually, I'm high, bro. I forget almost instantly after you say something what we were talking about.
Come back.
You need to talk to me. It's not what you know; it's what you can prove. Yeah.
Hi, Wham.
What's up, man? Hey, how y'all doing, man?
Glad you get here.
Happy to have football back, ladies and gentlemen. Happy to be back with my people. What a game it was last night that I slept on. I fell asleep. I fell asleep at the half like I did on the Super Bowl with the Falcons. Fell asleep, and then you see what happened. Something crazy. I missed one of the games of the weeks. Great week. Good Sunday for me. Yeah, man. Shout out to the people, though, man. I'm happy to be here. Shout out to the people over here. Ryan Lofton. Just my 2 cents. J Main, Scott, AOD. Big Show. I see you up in here, Big Show. Shout out to the Cheeseheads, too. Shout out to Razor. Shout out to the Razor's Edge. Shout out to Spoon Dog.
Yo, Big Show's video today is dope. Wham.
Big Show got a video. Oh, shit. Shout out to Damo. Shout out to Lil Damo. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to the people, man. They already know.
They're shooting shit.
Man. Yeah, man. We got T back there to put up this graphic. Let's put up that Monday.
No, Dutch. T's not back there. So just say what you want and I'll do it.
Monday night. If you could find the Monday Night Football graphic, let's put it up there.
We're gonna skip college football and come back to it.
Huh?
We're coming back
Monday
to college football.
Yeah, Monday Night Football's tonight, bro. It's tonight.
Well, I don't see no Monday Night Football.
Okay, yeah, you're right. All right, we'll go to college football.
What
first.
the fuck was that?
We'll go to college football first. Let's bring up the first game. Wham, my friend. Good to have you, man. NFL, it's a little different waking up on a Sunday morning, huh? With the NFL back in attack. The script.
Man, look, you know I ain't waking up. You know I ain't waking up because I'm getting off work on from Saturday night. So I'm staying up. You know what I'm saying? So it's a cold little transition for me, but it's a beautiful thing, man. I love to stay up and watch the games. I was able to watch both morning and afternoon games. Got a good feel of what I guess the new trend is. And I've seen a lot of running from quarterbacks that don't normally run. That's a seam of a trend. We've seen it with Justin Herbert was one of those guys. He was running around. I could name a few there, but it was a few of those guys over there I was paying attention to. Even Michael Penix, he almost saved the day for the Falcons. They still lost.
Let's go down in order, Cap. Make it easier for me. Let's go to Clemson, Georgia Tech first.
Oh yeah, let's get into it though. Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's go to Clemson, Georgia Tech. We'll start that off first. Now, our guy Kongs did.
I don't see Clemson, Georgia Tech, so it don't look like T. There's only like 4 graphics back there. He's back now, so T,
we got Clemson, Georgia Tech graphic. If you can put that up, please. Well, let's go. We got a line right now. Now our guy Kongs clips was 6.5, right? He got the 6.5. I did. Excuse me. I did. Now it is at 4. So it opened at 7.5, right? Thank you, T. Appreciate you. We have Clemson at -4, a total of 52. Shop around all the way down to 51.5. Now this opened at 58.5, guys. Clemson -7.5. So if you acted fast, I didn't see it anywhere at that number. Shout out to our guy Kongs getting it that quick. But I'll be brief here, Cab. I like Georgia Tech here. I like Georgia Tech here to win the game. I think they're live. I don't really I know Clemson's fucking loaded. I don't know what Dabo's doing over there, man. Haynes King's the real deal, man. You know how I feel about quarterbacks like that. He ain't even gonna walk in the NFL, but he's going to do an awful lot of damage for you in college football. This kid's a stud. They got a running back that can run the ball. They're talented, man. They're talented. They did what they needed to do week 1 and week 2. Obviously more impressive against Colorado, going into Colorado, all the hype, whatever. They got hitting them out there. They had 3 turnovers to start out the fucking football game and still pretty much punk Colorado after that. I think Georgia Tech's a pretty damn good football team. So there's a reason why money came in. I think anything more than a field goal is a good bet on Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech has won 4 straight at home, 4-1 straight up last 5 in conference. Now, the Tigers 0-2 this year. But Tech against the spread this year have won, obviously, didn't cover, against LSU. Didn't look good at all offensively. I don't know what Klubnik's doing.
King was not in the game. Is he hurt? I got to pull that up. I think King might be hurt, and that's why we're giving ourselves more time for this. Somebody in the chat just answer it for me so I don't have to open another tab.
Haynes King's not hurt. He's playing, right?
I mean, who the fuck is this Philo guy that played last game at quarterback? Why the fuck did he play quarterback?
They probably didn't. They don't need that motherfucker, dude. They played like a fucking D2 school, didn't they?
Yeah, but that's not the point. You don't just not fucking play.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's kind of that dude. He literally was banged up on third play of the game and played the whole game looking like he was hurt. That's why I'm telling you he's not going to play in the NFL. But I believe he's going to play against Clemson. King is questionable. He's going to play. So we wait. We don't bet this yet, but we look Georgia. We definitely look towards.
So they're still at 4 with fucking him questionable. That's fucking.
So he didn't play against Gardner Webb because he had that lower body injury, but it does look like
hitting the vagina. Is that what
it was? It does look like he's a game time decision.
Bro, I know him. I've seen him at A&M. He's a fucking. That's what I'm telling you. You got hit in his vagina. That's why he didn't play last game.
But he's damn good. And
it was a precautionary look for him to get out. So they're saying there's no long-term major concerns here.
Yeah, they just didn't want him to take the hits.
They just didn't want him to go up against them.
Right,
so he's very much likely going to be playing against them.
So we'll assume that he's in the game.
Let me go back here real quick. Clemson did not affect me offensively. They keep the cuffs on them. Georgia Tech, I think, will keep the game close. And you're daring Clemson to go in there and actually, cover a number this big. I just don't see it. They didn't even look impressive against Troy. You could say maybe they were on cruise control, but they didn't even fucking score, and they were losing the game at halftime, I believe. So obviously came out and did what they needed to do second half, but didn't look impressive in either one of these 2 games. And now you're going against an awful talented Georgia Tech team, who I believe has one of the better quarterbacks in the nation. Giving me 4 points. I'm going to the motherfucking window with it. I'm pretty sure King is going to be suited up. Go ahead, Cap.
This is a game of expectations versus reality. That's how I'm going to put it, right? Clemson has the expectations and had me even fooled that they should be one of, if not the best team in the nation this year. And then reality sets in, and what we've seen has not been, nothing compared to what we thought. And a lot of these returning players, especially on these defensive line and offensive line for Clemson, they weren't necessarily great last year. I think some of my assumption and some of the preseason assumption was that like the development was going to like add another like step to it for some of these players that were really good players. Don't get me wrong, but not great, right? To take that step to be this, massive elite defensive front. And their offensive line was supposed to be so much better. And I don't see it, man. Clemson in the trenches to me still they don't look elite. They're all right. But you're on the road here with this game, and you're giving me two quarterbacks that I almost put it at a wash. You cannot convince me that Georgia Tech is on the side here if I was betting it. I have not bet it, and I don't know if I'm going to. But I think, Georgia Tech or props with, I just know with the injury stuff, I wouldn't do props. So, no, I just say Georgia Tech is a side as long as King's playing.
Yeah, I think King's going to be fresh. I've seen this kid, dude. He literally got hit the third to play the game, and Auburn already was hobbling against Colorado and got better as the game goes. And even an announcer was like, he looks like he's hurt the entire time, and then he's just fucking down the field, breaking away. And we've seen it last year, too, because I was pretty high on Georgia Tech, at certain points of the year. Love it that Colin clips on him. Wham, bam, talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, Clemson won 9 straight times against this team. You know what I'm saying? Georgia Tech right now does appear that this is a situation where I want to say that the line is moving directly in their direction, like it's just dropping in their direction as of late. It was at 6, dropping right now to 4. Obviously, it was even at I think 8, even if you go back, if you did the early shopping early. So shit, the way the line moving to me is only going right for Georgia Tech. It may even be, they winning streak maybe ended at 6. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at 9. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
With this, 9 straight times is hard to go up against. I'm saying that for sure, but
I kind of like that though. I feel like
pedigree.
bound to. Georgia Tech is bound to break through.
Exactly, though. That's what I'm saying.
No. They could.
I really do. I really do. You lose 9 straight. This ain't no regular fucking normal game for Georgia Tech. Clemson, I question their killer instinct. I question their killer instinct. Let's move on here though. Anything official?
No, nothing official there, but like I said, it's hard to go up against that. That's what I was gonna say. But I agree with you guys.
So Georgia, we got Georgia, Tennessee. Georgia, Clemson about to beat the living fuck out of Georgia Tech, dude. I don't think Clemson's the same old Clemson, and we tried to think they were, and they showed us week 1. Because look at what LSU did against Louisiana Tech.
Damn, you made me choke on that.
Look what Louisiana Tech played. Louisiana Tech held LSU to 24. I was on Louisiana Tech plus 37.5. But at the same time, I didn't think they would be that fucking close. I mean, LSU was up 10-0 at half.
LSU's a good football team, guys. Look, I'm not trying to say – look, I just said I thought Georgia Tech was a side too. But, on pushback and, to get on Tucson's side, LSU's a really fucking good football team this year. And Clemson was winning that football game until they weren't, right?
I mean, Clemson got punked the entire second half. Let's go. I don't have much on this. You don't got much on this one. We got University of Georgia going to the Bulldogs going to Tennessee. The Vols look pretty good against Syracuse and been handling business. 2 undefeated teams. Right here, we got a line of 3.5, total of 50.5. Now this did open at Georgia 5.5, and the total has remained the same. 2 big time programs here. Tennessee looks to be just fine without Nico. Daby Cap, how we feeling?
I mean, listen, man. Here's the thing with Tennessee's offense. Just don't turn the football over, right? The plays are there. The design is there. The offense has always been there. It's never been a question about that with the offensive scheme for Tennessee. And Aguilar hasn't turned the football over, right? 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I'm gonna be honest here. This line opened at 5.5, if I'm not mistaken. Do you line? Am I wrong?
5.5. Yeah, that's what I said.
You did say that? Okay, my bad. I was just already pulling up the game here. Dude, this is gonna be such a good fucking football game here. Maybe take points early with Tennessee. Georgia notoriously for the last couple of years has not been a good first half football team, right? Stockton. Look, I think both these teams are more exciting this year without Beck and without Iamalevala. Did I say it right? Is that it?
I believe so.
Nico, whatever. I think both of these teams are better off without the last 2 quarterbacks. Beck kind of seems to be fitting in up there at Miami, or over there at Miami, excuse me. But I still don't like him, and I think he's going to sell out at some point he's going to start doing the same shit he was doing that we saw him do against Alabama and other teams. But I digress back to this game. I think it's a slugfest, guys. I think Tennessee early might be where I'd be with this game, honestly. And as far as the total goes, probably over, man. I know that everybody likes their unders and stuff, but college football is a little different. And I think 50 points or 49.5 is a little low for this. So I'm going over and I'm going Tennessee first half. Just haven't bet it yet.
First half official. Colin clips on that says that under right out as you say over. Wham Bam, talk to him.
Yeah, man. Like Bulldogs overall, they're I think they're, like this. It's like the same shit as last game. We were just talking about. They're 8 straight times they've been whooping on these teams. You know what I mean? You got them stop them for the 9th time. You know what I'm saying? This has got to be the 9th time.
I cashed on Tennessee first half last year, though, in this game.
I'm a Tennessee fan. I like Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? It's one of my favorite teams to watch. You know what I'm saying? They got the funky colors. I like, what I'm saying? I like the way they celebrate. You know what I'm saying? I like the off the water celebration and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? I like what they do over there. But and I'm from Arkansas, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it's pretty close to Tennessee. That's the closest I can get to this game right here. So I'm fucking with it. I don't really want to jump against Georgia though. I don't really want to jump against Georgia here. It's just like kind of like the same thing I was saying on the last game. I feel like if there was a chance that out of those two, I do feel more confident in Tennessee just because they don't have as much struggles. I think that the Tennessee is probably a little bit better offensively than Georgia here. Just the defense is probably a lot better on Georgia's side. So that's the only reason why I'm like a little bit torn here. But if I had to push a free bet, it's going to be Tennessee all the way.
Yeah, the Sharps liking Tennessee early. All right, this next game. Nothing from me on that one, man. Cav liking Tennessee first half and leaning over there. This next one I like an awful lot. We're going to South Beach, baby. University of South Florida. Going to the Hurricanes, Miami. Hey, Brandon Brown, baby. I'm telling you, hey, ain't the same old South Florida. And we don't need the 18, baby. We don't need the motherfucking 18. They went outright. And if you listen to the motherfucking sets right here on Medicate Monday, somebody might have said something about that. I told you the motherfuckers was live to win the damn game. Sprinkle the 450. Sprinkle me, man. Shout out to E40. And hopefully y'all did that on South Florida because you was blessed. Defense, well-coached football. I mean, let's go. You got the Miami Hurricanes opening up as an 18.5-point favorite, down to 16.5 now. We got a total of 55 on the board. Did open at 53.5, so they're expecting some points. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going right back to the window. Make it official here. South Florida. I'm not going money line here because I do think this might be a tougher game here.
I thought you said you were going to go with fading them originally. Is it just because it's so high at double digits?
Because I just don't understand how it's literally Vanderbilt. It's literally what I said last week was this is the Vanderbilt of last year, and what happened last year is Vanderbilt got no respect, right? And people, maybe say, oh, you're being overreactive, just one game. But I just my eyes tell me I see it, right? I buy these. First of all, this coach is the real deal. They got a real quarterback, and they got motherfuckers that can play some defense, and that's what you need, right? They got some wide receivers, South Florida, but at the end of the day, Cap, it's just outright disrespectful. It's the same as last year. There's no way I thought in college football that Vanderbilt would be getting to 14, 21 points after they continue to cover each and every week, and they continue to give it to them. I mean, they beat Alabama, and they still get all these fucking points. And that's exactly what happened with South Florida. Because of the fucking name on the helmet, because of the jersey, somehow, some way, Florida was 17-point favorites last week. No, 18-point favorite. No way in hell. I told you it's a one-possession game. And look, and this is damn near the same thing. The reason why I thought I might be on Miami is because I thought this spread should be maybe 7.5. No fucking way you're giving me 10 plus points than that. This game, and this is exactly what the coach is feeding off. You gave the boys the juice all week long. Now, we're 17-point favorite, underdogs again, boys. And Brandon Brown's a man among boys, and you'll see it again in Miami. Now, they've lost 50-15 at home to this team. 49-21 the last 2 times at home to South Florida. Now, this ain't the same old South Florida, but Miami has came into their stadium and smacked them the fuck around both years under this coach. This is his 3rd year, and he's actually got a team now. And a defense that's only allowing 112 yards per game against Boise State and the University of Florida. Pretty fucking impressive. South Florida is also 5-2 ATS last 7 on the road, 6-2 ATS last 8 in September. And then on the other side, Miami's 1-5 ATS last 5 as a favorite. They do also have Florida on deck. All right. So at the end of the day, Miami, they got a lot of talent. I give the coaching edge to South Florida. I give the Beck might be a better prospect, but Brown is a better college quarterback. And we'll see. Let me finish. And this defense is for real. Absolutely fucking for real. So you'll see that again. Please take that free money and go to the window with South Florida 17. 525. I don't endorse the sprinkle me main this week. But we will be covering the football game and going straight to the window. South Florida, man. Hey, South Florida might be playing for Christmas presents. They might pay for our next vacation wearing band. Hey, the disrespect is motherfucking outrageous, my friend. It's outrageous. Talk to him, man.
Again, man, I come back to.
Go ahead and disrespect it and say you didn't say, oh, Florida's a fucking all that shit. Remember that last week? Go ahead and say you didn't say that.
What I said last week is that I think that South Florida backdoor covers. They did not backdoor cover. They just outright won. But I did say that I thought they covered. So once again, Dutch, the way that you choose to interpret people's words are very interesting. And, your perspective might be a little skewed. But let me talk about this game. Again, I come back to expectations and reality, okay? Expectations for Miami, personally, were not high because I don't like Carson Beck. Reality, they look seasoned with a transfer quarterback in there at Beck. He looks a lot more comfortable. And I don't want to talk about, feelings so much as we want stats, this, that, and the other. But I got a feeling that Miami might actually be like a real deal competitor this season. All that being said, 16.5 is not anywhere fucking close to where I would have put this line. I too would have put it at 7.5. I would have put it at 7.5, possibly 8.5 at the very most. There's no chance I would have put it that high. I do not think that South Florida wins this football game. And if they do, I'll eat the crow but and that's not a bold statement. They're a 17-point underdog. They're not supposed to fucking win this football game, just like they weren't supposed to win last week against Florida.
Yes, they were, my friend. Yes, they were.
Okay. This is a different game. That's all I'm trying to say. They're not supposed to win.
I don't like the outright win as much this week. Last week, I thought it was. I knew I had the better quarterback. Beck impressed me week 1. Go ahead, my fault.
Feelings, bro. I got this feeling that Miami might be the shit this season, for real. Just because, you get these, like Clemson, man. I couldn't have been wrong with them. Clemson's not a good football team. They're not a good football team. I think it's time to change things with the way Dabo's doing it. Miami, on the other hand, they improved that defensive line. They improved, a lot of things outside of the quarterback position where I thought Beck was this huge, jump off a cliff. But if the rest of the team improved around Cam Ward, what the fuck could they have done? Well, I mean, they could have been, you understand what I'm saying? It was the Cam Ward show. Let's be real. So if Beck now has pieces that he didn't have, which I'm seeing, Miami might be really the shit this year. I have a feeling.
Official from you here?
Nothing on this game. No.
Yeah. Beck's good. The coaches are shit. It's still the same old shit. I got the better quarterback, the better coach, and you give me 17. Please continue this college football because I'm going to eat good. I'm going to eat real motherfucking good. South Florida Bulls, maybe. Talk to him, man. Anything from you?
I think the problem with me, bro, and I'm not pushing against the 17. You're getting a lot of points from a team that just did the impossible, upsetting Florida right there. But I think that was possible because they, like you said, they got the better coach coming in there, giving them hype. If they keep themselves consistent then cool. But the problem with me, I'm kind of looking like that was a career high type game.
And just beat Boise right before that.
I'm just saying.
Boise's been a better.
You're talking about
Florida.
okay, but again, these teams that they're beating, that's all good. But then we go to Miami, bro. They already they beat Notre Dame already. Like they already shown us like
because Notre Dame got a quarterback. Like I said, I was worried about that. You're like, oh, don't worry about that. And I'm like, oh,
gotta give him his flowers today, Wham. He went 5-0 yesterday.
No, but you definitely did your thing. I'm not mad at you, bro. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
Please,
but I'll just say this. I'll just say this. I think the talent gap. I think the talent gap can show in this game. I think the talent gap can show. Maybe the coaching is better, but the talent gap can show in this game, and it's going to be a lot better on defense. That's what I'm fearful of.
Dude, this South Florida defense is legit. Yeah. I know Miami got more talent, but I don't know who's good. 17 is ridiculous. It was ridiculous last week, and we're getting the same fucking thing this week. Is our guy back there?
Yeah.
All right.
We still got another game that I'm not.
We're gonna have to cap a little bit. He's gonna have to hang around, cap a little bit of college ball with us. Because
tried and didn't succeed. We got more best bets that we got from other cappers too. So go retweet the video, share it, guys.
One of the worst teams in the country, bro. Get the fuck out of here. They're not last year's team, but get the fuck out of here, Colin. Let's go to Toronto. Let's go to Toronto and the leader of the Low Bag Nation, our guy Jimmy the motherfucking Bag. Let's go.
It was all a dream.
What's up, fellas? Dutchy, baby, 5-0.
Oh.
NFL Pub Hub, man. That's what we need, man. That's what that show needs. Great work, man. Thank you. Fucking thank you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you. I didn't lose a bet from Saturday to Sunday, so I'm hoping we keep it going. And then the Bills, they closed it out last night for me, so it was a beautiful thing.
They sure did close it out, man. Much to my horror.
Yeah.
They fucking closed it out. But we need you. We need you this Sunday coming up, Dutch. Gotta get the leader there. So if you're available, we need you. Any time slot that works for you.
Keep me in that last spot. Don't wake up wifey too early. I got it in the room now. I can work out. I can get the pool in. We'll make it happen, my man. I didn't even bring the joint. Strictly business for what I mean.
I saw that.
I didn't have time for none of the bullshit coming on, and we're gonna rock the fuck out. And
I was 9-3 going into that game and left at 9-5. So
still a profitable day though. That's a good thing.
Yeah, very profitable.
We got a couple more college games, and then we'll get to it real quick if you.
Sounds good, man.
All right, cool. Next game.
Oh wait, sorry. Let me just say what up to Kongs, Clips, Lex Steele, Brian Palmer, the El Dorado Custodian, AOD, JT, Steve G, Andrew Collier, Action Jackson, Dougie Wise, Medicate Monday faithful. Thank you guys for having me.
Very important. No worries, man. We love having you. Let's get to this one real quick here. This one crazy in a hurry. Let's go to Florida. Let's go to LSU, Louisiana. We got LSU hosting the Florida Gators, fresh off the team we just talked about. An ass whooping by the South Florida Bulls. Now, this line opened at 7.5. It is at 9.5. An over/under at 54.5, all the way down to 49.5, 50. This game, I absolutely wanted to jump on LSU right away as I seen it 6.5. It never hit the board for me at 6.5. I talked about it. 9.5, a little bit out of my range here. They've had their way with the Florida Gators. Brian Kelly's not my favorite coach, but he is on another level than what's on the other side, as we've seen what's going on in Florida. I'm not big on this guy, Lagway. Didn't like what I seen of him last year. Sure as hell didn't like what I seen of him against them South Florida. And now you're going against an LSU team that's pretty damn elite. I'll find a way to be on LSU. Hopefully they start off slow. Maybe it's first half cap. Talk to me.
I just, once again, I always in college football think that got to make sure that we're not overreacting. I don't disagree with this being at 9.5 after what we've seen out of Florida. And it's hard to, like, what we really want to talk about is, that clip, we laugh at the chant, fire Napier. And of course the players, are going to you know, if you asked them, they're going to say that they support their coach. You know, they'd say all the right things. But what's going on in that locker room, right? Like when you got your leader, like your coach, like your head coach, being like, you know, wanted out in the streets right now, like rioting type shit. Like Florida is not happy with him. So I'm saying this locker room is not in a good place. And you got the very
fired last year. No, why is he even back?
He shouldn't be there. Like I think that anybody who's a Florida, even if you got anybody in the chat who's actually like a Florida fan, let me know your thoughts. Like, are you done with him? Have you been done with him? Because I would have fired him last year. There was just a little bit of hope and motivation with Lagway and like some of the positive things that they saw in the offense. There were injuries, so it was like there were excuses, I guess you could make for him. But there are no excuses to lose to South Florida. I don't care if South Florida is a better football team. You were not on the road in South Florida. You were at home. You were in your home stadium in front of your home fans, and you lost to South Florida. You cannot do that. Now you're going on the road to play in LSU. You know, this is the Swamp at 6:30. You know, I talk about how these stadiums are going to put on shows. Wait till you see what this shit looks like on Saturday night. I'm telling you right now, when this place gets loaded, it's going to be absolutely rocking. And I don't know if Florida's mindset's there, man. I think maybe you just lay the 10 points with LSU or 9.5 points, but I haven't bet it yet. I would like to see what the market does a little bit on this game. And I'd like to, you know, sit with it a little longer because I don't want to jump on something as an overreaction. That's the main thing I don't want to do.
Florida's a fucking fade. Believe that. You know, I believe that. Anything official here from you, Wham?
I did see that the road games, ATS 5-1 over the last matchup between these two, and I think that there is a chance that Florida can bounce back here if they could get their act right. But I don't want to say I could see it after what we've seen in that last game. So I don't want to put no money on it, but I would put a HUD. I mean, I guess a feeling that Florida can bounce back here, but nothing I'm confident in.
Jim, do you want to touch on this one?
Yeah, I think it's from a market standpoint, it's really clear what we're looking for. We know that the public's going to be on LSU, so if this stays at 9.5 or goes to 10, then we know that there are no sharps or big bettors that believe that it's gone too far. So if you see the U-shaped line movement, you see this come back to like a 7.5 or an 8, then I think there's a sign that it might be an overreaction and Florida can't stay in this football game. If this just closes at 10 and there's no pushback from anybody, then I would expect LSU to that the issues in Florida are real. And I'm not saying they're not, even if they can be in this football game, but that the issues in Florida are real and they're going to get beaten badly by LSU. So I'm very curious to see, what I would like to see, honestly, because I would be interested in, I'm always interested in backing the team that just got embarrassed and the public doesn't want. We don't have any public cash flow or anything like that, but I'm going to be looking for this to go up to 10, come back to 8.5, and then you have a clear sign that you can either, if you're only on LSU, you can just stay off. Like if this goes down to 8, you can just stay off. You'd be like, look, I don't believe in Florida, but I see that some big bettors and sharp bettors do, so I'm just going to stay off. Or you could say, no, this is too many points, and Florida's, just got woken up. I mean, think about LSU. They had, Florida had what? LIU to start off, Long Island University. We had no idea who they were, and I think Daby Cab makes a really strong point. Clemson is so much worse than we expected, and Dabo not being involved in the transfer market, he should be fired. If he's not gonna go with the times, if he's gonna sit here and be some old fucking man who's, I don't like the way college football is going, and I'm not gonna be part of the transfer market, well then you should be fired. Do something else because it's not working. And the only time we thought it was gonna work was week 1 because we're like, oh well, they've got continuity, right? They've got continuity. They should work well. It didn't. They didn't look good, and then they didn't look good last week. So I don't take too much. I don't know how good LSU is.
Right.
You know, but
what I think
more like
LSU
that.
is so much better at, Jimmy. I think we kind of have a feeling for what Nussmeier and the offense can do because they were, you get pressure on Nussmeier, he struggled, but they supposedly, beefed up the offensive line, and I am seeing it. But here's the thing: is this defense? Perkins is finally healthy at the linebacker spot, and LSU's defense, they are flying to the football. The first thing I noticed in that Clemson game is how much better and more of a unit this LSU defense is. And if South Florida was able to shut down Florida and keep them out of the end zone, I don't think they're going to be able to score much at all against LSU. I think that's the real problem.
You've nailed it. You might have nailed it here, but Troy was up 16-3 on Clemson at halftime. 16-3 Troy was on Clemson. Who cares what LSU did to them? Like, right. I know we need it for information, but it's possible that Clemson is fucking trash. Who was the best quarterback on the field when Troy played Clemson? Was it Crowder?
I know he goes under, probably.
Well, I know who's going to be the best quarterback on the field when they play is Nussmeier. He's leaps and bounds. He's top 3 quarterback in the nation, probably top 2. And this guy on the other side, Lagway, is, in my opinion, probably the most overrated quarterback in college football. He was a huge recruit coming out. I didn't like him last year. I told you, I said Mertz plays better. I watched the entire game.
He's not. I think Hoover's a better quarterback than he is.
But how good is LSU? Do you think they should be ranked third?
Who do you think is going to go higher in the draft? LSU's damn good because they got a coach who's out to prove that he's not that he belongs there. I think Kelly's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder.
I can't stand him.
And I say what you will about big games, but this ain't a big game. This is not a big game for LSU.
I mean, it's LSU, Florida. It is a big game.
It's not a big game.
Why is it not a big game, bro?
I'm telling you,
what is LSU Stadium? Why am I blanking on it?
This is not going to be a big game in Kelly's eyes. They're going to punk these boys. Florida does not have a quarterback. If you don't got a quarterback and you're going into fucking LSU against Nussmeier with that talent and then Cab, that defense looked damn good against Clemson. And you can say what you will about Clemson, but them boys look. LSU always got the recruits, and as long as they're going to put it on the field. Florida's not the team that I would want to be backing to get in the way of that. But let's move on because we got a couple more, and I want to get this NFL game.
But I would like to know. Can you answer this, Dutch? I'd like to know from my own cabin. How good do you think LSU is? Do you think they're the third? They're ranked third.
This is more of. I think Nussmeier is the third best. I think Nussmeier is really, really fucking good, and I think this is.
I disagree with that.
You said that last year. And
got shit on the whole second half.
And when he's top fucking 3 NFL draft pick, you could say that too. Okay, but Nussmeier is really
put
good.
A pressure on him, and he closes his eyes and throws the football up in the air.
Hoover, he will be drafted well before Hoover.
He's not a better quarterback than Hoover.
He'll be drafted well before him.
I don't care. He's not a better quarterback than him.
I'll definitely argue that. Hoover nice.
No.
Hoover nice. But Nussmeier is an elite talent. Hoover is playing at TCU. You know what I mean?
So, he took them to the fucking national championship 2 years ago, and I think that they have a good chance to win the Big 12.
What happened there? They showed they didn't belong there, right?
They fucking went to the national championship, Dutch. Only 2 teams make it there.
That must have been because of.
Okay, you're right. You're right about everything because you won all your bets this weekend. I forgot.
Look, this guy hates that I won. This guy hates that I won.
You put on a cake.
I won. Jimmy comes on and goes,
hey, you know who else had a really good weekend? You know who else had a really good weekend? I did. I had a good weekend too.
I'm right all the time. It doesn't have nothing to do that I just happen to win
all the time. Wham, you hear that?
In my mind, hey, want to talk about Justin? Want to talk about how good Justin Herbert looks in 1 year from now? You want to tell me?
No, we're not even on schedule. We're not even close to being on schedule for this show because you can't stop doing shit like talking about Justin Herbert.
There's 9 days. Is Lamar still on Josh Allen's even tier? He doesn't even get on his fucking bus. He doesn't even get on the bus. Okay.
What do you mean he doesn't get on the bus?
Maybe he's riding the bus with Justin.
That's absolutely.
Maybe he rides the bus with Justin. But he don't even
How
get
in the fuck was Lamar at all at fault for last night's fucking football?
He was spectacular.
Okay, so when it's 3rd and fucking 9,
he just is like.
There's no fucking way. That's what I.
When it's 39 and you don't, and if you get a first down, it's game time, baby.
Go to the next graphic, T.
What happens?
Bro, you talking about it's game time. You talking about it's game time. Look at his motherfucking stats. He don't play
Third
defense.
and 9.
Get it.
He don't play defense, bro. He don't play
Look at
defense.
his
He don't
stats.
call the
Look at
plays.
Archie Manning stats over the weekend.
He
had
can't
4
time
Yo,
manage.
do we have that
defense.
clip of Archie? I know we could quickly. He's hurt, bro. You gotta see him throwing that football. He's hurt bad. I don't know why the fuck he's out there on the field. He can't throw the ball.
Yeah, look at the stats though. He looked great. No one who didn't watch the game is gonna say he was great.
He's hurt,
right?
bro.
Man, get the fuck out of here, T. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm being real though. Real talk. Though. Let's get to this. Let's get to this game. Cap, you're gonna have a lot to say about this game, so let's kind of keep it tight. We got Texas.
God damn, that is hilarious. That is just
you want to throw a jab at me every time I say I'm right.
Shit, man.
Some bullshit.
Dutch telling me to keep it tight. It's almost like you. All right.
No, for real, you won't stop talking, bro. Goddamn. Look, now you got me swearing.
This is the funniest shit that's ever been said on the show right now.
You got me swearing. Hey, look, Texas A&M. Here you go. Let's see, fanboy. Here, let's see the fanboy. Let's see your shirt. All right. Hey, Texas A&M.
Bro. What would I have told you to do the last 2 weeks?
What's the picture in the background? Does everyone not know? It's his dad tackling Eric Dickerson. I'm sure we've heard that once or twice, right? Let's get
maybe
to
a couple times. I've said it because it's a pretty cool fucking thing. But I don't bet on A&M for no reason.
It is cool though. It is cool. Hey,
I don't bet on A&M for no reason. Okay, so if you would have asked me the last 2 weeks.
Texas A&M get 7. Let me get this game real quick and do your thing. Texas A&M opened at 7, down to 6.5. Notre Dame laying 6.5 now at home, of course. Right here we got a total that opened at 49.5 and has remained at 49.5. 49 at certain spots. Fighting Irish did have a week to prepare for these boys, and this seems like an awful lot of points here. A&M. Not so impressive week one. Pretty impressive.
And people keep saying that they gave up a fucking touchdown with 13 seconds in the 4th string defense in to cover the spread.
All right, what's the play on this game?
The play on this game, I put the shirt on for a reason. I don't say take them for no reason. Listen, I genuinely think, and I've said this from the beginning, that this is the year that they finally year 2 with Elko. I'm more excited about than I've been with any other year with this team. I think Marcel Reed looks so much more comfortable with the offense built around him instead of Connor Wigman. Okay. The offense was strictly built for Connor Wigman. And now that, they've had a year with Reed, you've got, still the 5-star guys and Reuben Owens. You've got Le'Veon Moss, who might be top, 3 running backs in the nation now that he's healthy again. He was top 2 in the SEC when he went out. I think he might have been first in the SEC when he got hurt last year. But Amari Daniels is another 5-star guy back there in the backfield. This team is loaded. And on top of that, Casey Concepcion, if you weren't a fan of the transfer portal before as a Aggie supporter, now you love the transfer portal because we went from having fucking nobody, no speed, nothing whatsoever at the receiver position, to having Casey Concepcion and Craver, 2 transfers that came in. Concepcion, first time he touched the ball was a punt return. Since then, he's done nothing but light the field up. Craver is doing the exact same thing. You remember a few years ago when A&M got the press for all the 5-star people and they beat Alabama in the recruiting. You never saw it whatsoever. You just didn't see it on the field. They transferred out before you ever even got to see it. It was a broken program. You're finally getting to see some continuity on a team at A&M. Jimbo wasn't able to do that. He's a great recruiter, but I don't know if he's a great coach, honestly, at all. And I think Elko is doing a much better job. The question is the defense. They've been letting up a little bit too much. But Notre Dame's already shown their offense is not it's not the same offense that it was last year. I think they're going to be able to run the football a little bit. They're always able to do that. But I think A&M's leaps and bounds a better football team. Honestly, I do. I think the line is disrespectful. Genuine opinion, call it a fan bet, whatever. Fucking fade it if you want. I don't give a shit, but I'll take the points with A&M, and I've already bet it.
What did you get?
I got a 7. I got a 7. I took it immediately. Yeah.
I gotta I wanted to bet A&M, but I gotta see it though. I'm not impressed with Carr whatsoever. I like what they're doing over there in Notre Dame. I like Freeman. The defense didn't look as good as I thought. I guess
you haven't seen anything.
Go ahead.
You haven't seen anything out of this offense yet either. They've had the luxury of playing two, like not. You can call it a bad thing because they haven't been tested yet. But the good thing out of not playing anybody, they ran the football 8 fucking times the first game that they played this year against UTSA. This is going to be a team that's going to run the ball 65% of the time in this football game right here. A&M is going to run. They're going to get Marcel Reed out of the pocket, and they haven't shown shit. They haven't shown shit. Their offense hasn't shown anything.
Because if they're one-dimensional and can't throw the fucking football,
it's not about not throwing the football, bro. They've got the speed to hit it over the top. It's about setting up the deep. It's just the way the offense is
better put the ball where it needs to be if they're going to win the game in that stadium. And you're off a loss. Just to counterpart it, you're off a loss for Notre Dame. And
I think you're misunderstanding because running the ball 65% of the time is not.
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying Reed's going to have to make fucking throws to beat that.
He will, and it'll be open because Le'Veon Moss is going to pound the fucking football, unlike you haven't seen yet this year.
Anything from you?
Yeah, I've seen these two teams play last year when they played in Texas. This is a different situation. Like you said, the transfer portal definitely helps out both these teams. Coming off the loss, I think it does favors the Notre Dame here. I do think that they bounce back. Here. I'm not saying that Daby Cap is wrong because I do feel I don't know enough about Texas A&M to really, give you a form of a good enough cap here. But
everybody in the chat saying Jeremiah Love's going to shit on A&M. Sorry, Wham, but like what he played him last year. Did he shit on him last year? Did he shit on him last year?
It didn't. It looked like that game last year. Like that's when I said I watched that game. I wasn't at that game. I really watched that game. But yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like it wasn't nothing too overwhelming here. They barely creep by in that game. They rarely creep by in that game. So I could understand them getting better in the offseason, like Cap was saying there. So
Notre Dame is worse. A&M is better.
I definitely think that they need offense here. I think they need offense here to beat A&M. A&M already showed them that they're gonna try to score, put up the points there. So I definitely.
You like Notre Dame? Huh? You gonna lay a 7 or a 6.5?
Nah, I think that they need offense. If anything, I like the over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Over. Anything from you here, Jimmy?
It's a very, very difficult spot for Texas A&M. I mean, it's just you give Freeman 13 days when his whole season is on the line. Right. I mean, it's so you get this number. I can understand Cab grabbing it as soon as it's available. Like I get that whole idea. And if we're here at tailgate on Saturday morning and this is a 5.5, then Cab will be like, look, I'm in business. We've already got some information from the books. They're telling us that 50% of the tickets right now are on Notre Dame and 74% of the cash. I think, obviously this is a big number and it's enticing to anyone who wants A&M, and it is a hindrance to anybody who wants Notre Dame. So that's the first thing. That's the first thing you think right away when you see the line. This is appeals to the A&M backers, and it's a hindrance to Notre Dame. And then you want to see where the line goes. That UTSA, I get what you're talking about with the, Utah State covering late. UTSA was in that football game, but it's the first week of the year.
UTSA was what I was talking about covering late.
Oh, okay. UTSA was in that game, though, right? Don't you think?
Early.
It wasn't.
Yeah, until the third quarter.
First half, it was pretty ugly for Texas A&M.
I was just very surprised how UTSA was in that game for as long as they were, and you could say that it left the third quarter. That's valid, totally valid. I just, there's not a worse situation than this. You have played. Now you're going to play your first road game against a team that played against Miami, lost in a very tight battle, and now Freeman has, who we all agree that Freeman is a spectacular coach. And now he has 13 days to prepare for Texas A&M.
You keep saying that, but A&M's been preparing for Notre Dame all season. They didn't give a shit about UTSA or Utah State. I promise.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
This is just another game. Hey, shout out to our guy MMA Locker Room in the building. My dude in the building. Let's run up the lights, guys. 50 retweets on at Pub Sports Radio X. We're giving away 50 bones on the spot. 50 retweets. Let's run it up. We're hanging around. We got one more game after this. one more NFL, and then we'll break down the NFL game. We'll get best bets from our guy Jimmy the Bag. We got would or wouldn't. We got a recap of a.
We got more best bet videos from some cappers too.
Well, and we got a couple more best bet videos as well. Getting a little into this as you see, Cap. 10-minute long.
See, look, now he's going to try and put this on me, even though Doug is the only reason we're 80 minutes behind schedule.
We're gonna go to South Carolina, and he won't ever stop. Then he won't ever stop when we get to South Carolina either. But we got one more game after this. Jim, do you have anything more on this, my friend?
No, I think these are enormously enjoyable games to cap this week, and I love setting a base for it, and I look forward to making moves on both of them and seeing where the line goes and talking about it. So they're fucking beautiful. I love them.
Bet South Florida for sure. That's a bet. That should be an auto bet. I don't tell people to bet, but I'm telling South Florida is going to continue to get disrespected, and it doesn't need to be overthought because it was the same damn thing as Vanderbilt last year, and we're getting the same thing this year. Speaking of Vanderbilt, well, off of a huge, not really a huge win, but a huge second half. 5 straight touchdowns they scored after being down 20-10 at halftime against the Virginia Tech Hokies, right? In Blacksburg, all right? In Blacksburg, these motherfuckers, Diego Pavio, man. He's one of the best college football quarterbacks going. Won't even play.
Just likes to say, did you learn something? But he doesn't want to bring up Cab texted me, take Vanderbilt
I'm
3
just gonna
times.
tell you. See, now that's why I don't even want to tell. That's why I don't even want. I can't even get to it, man. Can't even get. Now, before the second half started, Cap did tell me that we talked about Vanderbilt all week. I said this is a tough spot for Vandy, but there ain't no way I'm going against them. And I had a lot of stuff going on. I was a little hesitant after a rough week, but I was very confident in South Florida and Iowa State and the under, which all cash, by the way, that I gave to you guys on last Medicate Monday. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But let's go. Cap did take the plus 195 at halftime. I said, yeah, Vandy needs to open it up, and boy, did they fucking open it up. It was shellacking, 44-20. They beat the Virginia Tech Hokies. Shout out to fucking Diego Pavia, man. He's a bad motherfucker. He really is. Now this line opened at 8.5. Shout out to anybody that got that. It's now down to 5.5, and it's 5, but you can get 5.5 still out there. Opened at 54.5, ladies and gentlemen, down to 47. All right, we got South Carolina. They got Sellers. Nice football team, right? 2-0 Vandy here. I like Vandy. I made it 5.5 official. Anything more than a field goal to me is good with Vanderbilt. Now I realize South Carolina has been big bro, little bro. It's been big bro, little bro. It has. They beat the fuck out of these boys. I believe 10 straight times. It's just been bad. But in last year, every game was competitive. Every game Vanderbilt played in, they were competitive, except for one game, 28-7, South Carolina. Right? The Diego Pavia's worst loss of his definitely Vanderbilt career. Probably didn't lose that bad in New Mexico. But let's go. Vanderbilt is gonna. He remembers this game. Vanderbilt is just a good fucking football team. Cab, you text me this defense. You would hate to go against this offense. And I believe it's like almost, it's not on the level of the Baltimore Ravens, but it's like almost the same. It's just like, where do you who do you guard? Where do you go with the fucking football? Diego Pavia is so fucking crafty with it, and he is so fucking smart, and he's very, very talented. Now, here's where this separates from me, Cap, is when they play South. These two teams, should be a pretty good game to cap because they just both played Virginia Tech, right? Virginia Tech went to South Carolina. And Virginia Tech, man, 336 yards on the South Carolina defense. Realistically, it was a really, really good game until the fourth quarter. I mean, South Carolina only had 10 points on the board. That punt return in the start of the fourth quarter, and then they got a late touchdown to score 14. The score is a little bit more, not as close as the game was, in my opinion. But they allowed 336 yards to that Virginia Tech offense. They just went to Virginia Tech in night, in a hard place to play, Vandy, and held up to 241 yards total. That's 125-yard difference right there. And they ran the ball. 489 total yards against this Virginia Tech defense. Made it look easy total, right? South Carolina 328 at home against this Virginia Tech team. So we just seen the same opponent and one team just pretty much, and another team have a hard time putting them away at home, and the other team was in a way is more of a difficult predicament, in my opinion, going to Virginia Tech, where Virginia Tech off a loss. So Vanderbilt here probably wins this football game, but I'll take the 5.5. I think they are just that fucking good. We'll see what Sellers can do. I wasn't impressed, honestly, against Virginia Tech. We shall see here. They got some big.
I don't know what fucking football game you were watching. He didn't. He had a couple long passes. That doesn't to say that he didn't look that good it makes me wonder, bro. Did you actually watch it, or do you?
You scored 10 points until the fourth quarter, and you're telling me this guy is fucking look good. Go ahead.
He is as good as Diego Pavia is. Lamar Sellers is that dude. That's all I'm going to say. Like when they need, the only way Vanderbilt covers this football game is if it's a 10-point or something like that. Let's say a 10-point football game, and they have the ball at the end and they score and they cover late. Because if South Carolina has the ball and it's a tie football game or a close football game, I'm telling you right now, there is nobody, no matter how good this defense is, that is going to stop Sellers from getting to where he wants to get to, whether that is through the air or however you want to say it, but he will get there, and there is nobody on this Vanderbilt team that's going to stop him. And that is a flat out fact.
They allowed 19 first downs against Virginia Tech. They allowed more yards against Virginia Tech. I mean, this South Carolina, they got outplayed pretty much by Virginia Tech at home. And now you're telling me that they're just going to smack around Vanderbilt, who just beat the fuck out of Virginia Tech?
I said if it's a close game. What did I tell? Because you told me, you texted me before this game, the line even came out, and I texted back and I said, I think this line is a 6.5. And the line was a 5.5, and I guess now it's a 5. I don't want to bet a line whenever it's basically right where I think it is. Like I like to find a little bigger advantage.
You're not
and the
betting
5.5.
South Carolina?
What?
So you're not betting South Carolina?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Wham?
Hey, I ain't betting either one, but South Carolina 15 straight times, bro. I don't know why we keep going up against the trend, but we're going up against the trend once again. 15 straight times South Carolina's whooped the smackdown on Vanderbilt.
It's been big bro.
Big bro, little bro, yeah, for sure. So this could be the year where it changed. Like my guy does say, he does like going against it today. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at him.
I'm a dog today, bro. I was like, damn, I'm all dogs today, homie. But yeah, Jimmy, anything from you?
I think this is very tricky cap because South Carolina's stats are not. I mean, clearly Vanderbilt has had a better start to the season. I mean, the Gamecocks were outgained by the South Carolina State Bulldogs. Now I know that it's 38-3, and a bunch of those yards were garbage time yards, but still. 253 yards for the Gamecocks. The South Carolina State Bulldogs put up 270. 16 first downs for the Gamecocks. They're doing everything in a, it's not highlight reel fashion. They just slowly kind of pound you to death. This is tricky because if you look at these stats, you're like, well, of course Vanderbilt's got to be Vanderbilt, and maybe it is that simple. And where was the 8 opener? Because I only see 6's offshore was the highest opener. What was the 8 at like FanDuel or DraftKings? Dutch?
Let me look. It says I'm on Vegas Insider right now, looking at it. So
you said it opened at 6. So yeah, I put it at 6.5. That's where I put the line.
No, Dutch said it opened at 8. I see 6's here, but it's very possible that one of the public books did. This opened up in offshore yesterday at Penny at 7:30 p.m. at 5.5. So it's moved 3 cents towards Vanderbilt at the 5.5 number. But this is so hard. I think this takes a real knowledge of the Gamecocks to understand because you're right. You have a similar opponent. One team was much better against them. I don't know how. It feels like all roads lead to Vanderbilt. So It is like, do you like, Cab? What do you do with the stats for the Gamecocks against Virginia Tech compared to Vanderbilt? I mean, is that why you're not on the Gamecocks, because you can't give an argument, a full argument that says they'll cover by a touchdown?
8.5.
I mean, let me be clear too. Like, so the
no.
2 of the last wins that I've had, I was on South Carolina and I was on Vanderbilt. Virginia Tech, I've said I think they could fucking be a 3-win football team this year. I've said that from the beginning. I think Brent Pry's got to go. I just, you know, I put this at a 6.5, South Carolina, a touchdown. And at that line, I don't want to bet it. And that's why I thought that would be the opener. So opening at a 6 and sitting around, 5, 5.5, whatever. In my history, when I bet the lines that are right where I think they should be, I don't have a good outcome with it or a good ROI. So it's not necessarily about feelings on the teams. It's more about the fact that the line is right where I think it should be.
I mean, the issue here with Vanderbilt is the same sort of issue with South Florida. Basically, Dutch said last week, the market is incapable of correcting themselves quick enough on how good South Florida is. They're incapable of it. It takes the market a month to really say, okay, we're wrong. We can't go off of our preseason numbers anymore. And if Dutch is saying the same thing about Vanderbilt, he was certainly right about South Florida. I don't know why he wouldn't be right about Vanderbilt. You know, the market just can't correct itself. They don't know how good Pavia is. Even though they watched him last year, they don't know how good this team is. Look, I was on Virginia Tech.
They're better than last year. Go ahead, my bad.
They are. But I was on Virginia Tech against Vanderbilt. I was at Woodbine. It was 20-10 at the half. And I was sitting back going, oh, I was right. And then I got fucking destroyed in the second half. So I'm still shell-shocked. And I don't want to, what happens when you're wrong about a team, your subconscious makes you want to get on them the next week immediately without even it's just you're like, I can't fade them. They just took me out. So it, but Dutch, are you saying the same thing about Vanderbilt that you said about South Florida, that the market will need more time to correct itself and that this is a huge advantage we have early in the season backing them?
Absolutely. And I really feel like this is why I'm so back into college football, because I fell out of it for a while. Shout out to Daby Cat, got me back into it a little bit. Is I feel like it's too much about the jersey, the name. It's just too much about it. You know what I mean? It really is. South Carolina just been big bro, little bro for Vanderbilt. The average person Vanderbilt ain't fucking with South Carolina. They make these lines what the public are gonna do. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
They really do. So the average I mean, these motherfuckers don't know about Vandy still. It's just ridiculous. So the disrespect in college football, you have to pick it up. And we're going to see it again with South Florida. Now, is it a guaranteed win? No, but I mean, Vanderbilt, I've seen it every week last year with Vanderbilt, outside of one game and this game. And I love Diego's a military brat. He got punked last year against South Carolina. They didn't get punked at all last year. This kid don't really get punked. So it's a bounce back spot. And it's been a bounce back spot for Vanderbilt fans for 10 fucking years. Go ahead. For a long time.
Not to be a dick, but even I want to say more on this game. But we still, I think, need to move forward.
All right. Jimmy, you want to introduce the Monday Night Football game tonight?
We got a couple bets, too, that people sent in, and I think they'll be on this one, Dutch.
I'd love to see them.
Yeah.
They're all on the NFL game.
Oh, beautiful. Let's get. Can we watch it first and then roll into our cap?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but you want to introduce it on the graphic and then watch the thing, or watch them first? Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. Let's introduce the game, set up the game. Just quick setup with the odds, and then watch best bets from our friends, and then discuss the game.
I got action on it too, and then whoever else will go hard.
Yeah, I've got 3 units on this game, the side, and doubled up on the
guys.
Sorry, say what, Dutch?
You start us off after we hear our guys.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I'm heavily invested in this football game, and I'm very, very excited about it. And it's one of the games where I had a plan in the off season and I ditched it with the study. Right now we have Minnesota -1 at -113. They open up at +1. So we've got the dog to favorite scenario to give you the money line example of what's happened here. It's not as drastic, but this opened up at +108. That was on May 22nd. and now we have them at minus 123. This is not the high water mark for the Vikings. They got up to minus 137 yesterday morning. So there is 14 cents of buyback from that number. I had expected, again, we'll talk about it. We'll see the best bets. I had expected to be on the Bears. I'm not. I'm on the first half under, the full game under. This total, it's back at 44. It wasn't a flat 43, which made me feel very good. I did get 44.5, but this is back at the 44. Overall, we've seen 12 cents of movement towards the under. It had been quite a bit bigger. And when we get to the cash flow, let me just move off of college football and get back to the NFL. This has been a spot where, and I'm so interested to see what happened in the last 12 hours because we talked about it. Same thing. Chicago is being hammered. 72% of the tickets and 82% of the cash. I thought, is there going to be buyback today on Minnesota? I mean, I think it's important here if we got 72% of the tickets and 82% of the cash on Minnesota to also look at a different public betting spot where we could see the public betting. So, and I know that we don't trust the Action Network, but I'm curious to see what they've got. On the spread, they have 43% of the tickets on the Bears and 74% of the cash. And on the money line, it's 71% of the tickets on the Vikings and 57% of the cash. I thought today we'd wake up and at least the money would be more on Minnesota. I guess the problem with this, that why I want to bring up the Action Network, is this is spread betting. And who at this point would take the Vikings -1 or -1.5? Nobody. And the more money you are betting, the more likely not to take the spread. So I think the money line is a pretty important angle here for cash flow. But that's where we stand, man. This is a huge spot for these Bears to see this new coaching staff at work. I can't wait. I'm a huge believer in the Vikings staff, which we'll talk about, but Ben Johnson's first game as head coach, Declan Doyle's first game as offensive coordinator, and then Dennis Allen comes over to be the defensive coordinator. I can't wait to see what our guys are on.
Yeah, it's a great game, division game. Looking forward to it here. So it sounds like we got heavy unders, riding with razor sharp picks also on the under, and he is on the Bears money line. He gave that out as a razor's edge. 2 plays today. Bears money line 105. Let's go. Let's start off with our guy. Helps us out a lot, me and Cab, when we need anything, when T's not available. Well, it's the big show. It's a big show tonight, and here's his NFL pick. Let's go.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Just calling into the Sesh. Thought I'd give you a play for Monday Night Football tonight. Shout out to Daby and Dutch for inviting me to make a video. I am going to take both quarterbacks to get 15 yards rushing for plus 122. I think JJ gets it in one rush. Somehow he'll be escaping the pressure somehow. I remember betting this when he was at Michigan quite a bit. It was one of my favorite plays. And Caleb, I think 15 is probably a free square there. So shout out to you guys. Cash all your bets tonight. Peace out.
Cat. All right, let's go. Our guy.
Did he hit it? You see him shooting the gun at the end?
Yeah.
Dude, that was pretty dope. Yeah, that was pretty dope. I didn't see if he hit anything though, but that was pretty dope. Smooth with the graphics. We need that. We need that, Big Show. That's dope. Let's go. Let's go to our guy Wine Time, California. Been doing a lot of work with our guy Jimmy the Bag right here on Pub Sports Radio. You already know he's a big part of the rotation at all times here on the Sesh. Wine Time Sports. Let's go.
What's good, everyone? Happy Medicate Monday. It's your boy Wine Time Sports. We're going to get right to it. We're going to take the Chicago Bears and Minnesota Vikings under 44 minus 115 right now. It's a Monday Night Football game, guys. Big game tonight. Big divisional game. We saw the primetime game fly over the total yesterday. I think this is going to fly under the total today, which is why we're seeing such a low total, guys. Get the under 44 minus 115. Shout out to Dutch Boy. Shout out to Daby Cap. Shout out to everyone at Pub Sports Radio.
Let's go, man. I love seeing our guy Wine Time, man. That's one of the guys who fucking, just gives you guys everything and has just been killing it nonstop since he started posting things publicly, man.
So this next one, Yeah, shout out to White Time, man. Big part of the tailgate, big part of Plus Sports Radio, man. Real one. Finest time too in the beautiful California. And it sounds like he was keeping a little quiet too, not to wake up the wifey. So it was very nice. And got a little smokage in there. We always appreciate that. Let's go to our guy. Let's go to Cleveland, man. He had a blast. Covered the Browns didn't pull it out, but man, they played one hell of a game there in Cincinnati. And most importantly, they covered that 5.5. Our boy, this one's a little bit longer. But he was a little bummed out. We couldn't get him on the show today. But man, we love hanging out with this guy. Atlantic City, Who Banging Sports, 18th to the 20th. He'll be a big part of it. Our boy Ix Nizzle. Let's go.
What up? Medicate Monday. Motherfucking fam. Much love to Daby Kev and my main man, motherfucking Dutch Boy Fresh, the plug. It's a beautiful day here in the land on this Monday morning. It is a heartbreaker after my shitty Browns fucking found a way to lose again. Goddamn kickers. But it's only right to get medicated on a Monday with the freshest crew that could possibly do what it do. So let's go. I'm here to give you my best bet. But before we do that, let's let you know what we smoking on. We got some Bubba Fett right here. That's sitting at a nice 27%. And we mixed it in with a little bit of the Hash Queen. Not as nice as the Bubba Fett, but lovely. So we're going to start it off like this. Benjamin, Jointsky, and you know how we do. We ain't done. That's how we get medicated on this beautiful Monday. Now let's get to the money. It's your boy Sniz. Much love to each and every one of y'all for tuning in. Let's get right after this. We got a Monday Nighter. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be pumped for this Monday Nighter as it's the first one of the year, of the season. And I'm going to go to the Minnesota side of the ball here on the offensive side. And a guy that's coming back to Minnesota. He was a Minnesota State Maverick, and that is Adam Thielen. He was an undrafted free agent picked up by the Vikings several years back, and he's finding his way back home in Minnesota, which should be a lovely reunion there. But the way I'm going to attack his prop will be on the receiving end and over 32.5 yards. In 10 games that he played last year, because there was a little injury in the about halfway through the season, he hit that number 9 out of the 10. And I think it's just going to be a beautiful spot for a guy returning home to get that cash and get that money and smash. Much love to y'all. Thanks for tuning in to the motherfucking Medicate Monday, baby. Bada bing, bada boom. See you soon.
Motherfucker. Bro. What a video. Shout out to our guy Ix Nizzle, man. Yeah. Give a round of applause for that right there. Shout out to our dude.
All these videos would be great.
All of them great.
Everyone who sent a video, we appreciate it, and we'll push it through our PSR for the day. We do appreciate you taking your time, but hey, we saved the best for last. It just ended it that way too. It killed it. Big time. Liking where he's going there with Thielen too. Jim, you did mention you said you had three units or 3 bets today. You're on the under first half and the under full game. Is that your 2 bets?
Yeah, it's 2 of them. I got the 21.5 at plus 100. Now it's a flat 21, so I was able to get the hook. That's a very low first half number. And I hammered it in Seahawks 49ers, the under 21.5, a very low number, and it cashed very easily in the full game cashed as well. I think that's going to happen here. I think this is the most important stat for this football game. So I had planned to be on the Bears. I understand the underlying theme here is you never back a quarterback first game in the NFL on the road. You've heard it said over and over and over and there's nothing wrong with saying it. It's an important angle. I get it. This is the most important stat to me, and it solidified everything that I had. No, I don't want to say predicted, but that I was hoping for and kind of expected. Sam Darnold yesterday went 16 for 23 for 150 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. At home. I hope everybody is starting to understand that last year's Coach of the Year, Kevin O'Connell, is elite. Elite at the very top. Now, we don't know how elite right now. Wes Phillips, third season as offensive coordinator. Did you see what Wes Phillips and KOC, and it's mainly KOC, did with Sam Darnold last year? I don't want it. It's just one game. Right. But good God, Darnold was a 300-yard machine last year, every single game. Now he does half of that at home. And the 49ers secondary is questionable. Now you could say after their performance last week. I think that's the number one thing here. It doesn't matter that J.J. McCarthy is a big question mark, because on the other side of the football, you have a first-year head coach, a first-year offensive coordinator, and obviously a defensive coordinator that has a ton of history. Yes, it sucks that Addison's not there. We sat Schnizzle talking about Thielen's return. We know that Justin Jefferson is an absolute monster. You have a full season of Hawkinson. You have Darisaw, who's healthy. You have Flores, year 3 with this blitz-heavy defense. Van Ginkel's going to play 11 and a half sacks last year. Greenard had 12 sacks. And then you bring in Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave. This safety group is questionable in Minnesota. And I'm not a guy who's fading Caleb Williams. I didn't come in wanting to fade Caleb Williams. I didn't come in wanting to fade the Bears. And so, yeah, this is the longer I studied this football game, the more I thought, the Vikings are going to win this football game. And now that happened to me with the Ravens-Bills. I planned all offseason to be on the Bills. I capped my way onto the Ravens. The longer I capped it, the more I said, oh, my God, the Ravens are going to win this football game. They're so good at every position. And we talked about Josh Allen being the best player on the field. So this could go wrong. But the longer I capped this, the more I was like, the Minnesota Vikings are going to win this football game.
Yes, they are. What number did you get?
I got – what did I get? Sorry. I think I just got the money line, and I think I had to pay for it. Sorry, I should have given you guys that right up top. I got the Vikings at minus 120.
Okay. I got I'm right with you. And you know what? It's like we're in the same rotation, to be quite honest with you. I don't need to repeat everything you said, but it's that simple. There is levels to this shit, and Kevin O'Connell is on another level, guys. He really is. He's that fucking good. And I think J.J. McCarthy is going to be just fine. He's had a year to sit around, to take the notes, to run this offense, and most importantly, he's got Kevin O'Connell there. And all the pub right now, all offseason has been Ben Johnson, right? Ben Johnson this, Ben Johnson that. We'll see tonight that there's an elite coach on the sideline, and it happens to be on the Minnesota side, in my opinion. They've also been very well, against these games. They're 7-1 straight up last 8 meetings versus these boys. 5-0 straight up last 5 in Chicago. So they go into Chicago and beat these boys. 6-2 straight up last 8 in conference. And also been pretty well against the number. Last 5 in September, they've covered 4 out of the last 5. I think Minnesota's just a better football team. I think they were better last year. They're even better this year. And the question mark only is the coach. They opened as a dog, now favorite. You know what I mean? So they were getting 1.5, and now it's flipped to them being minus 1.5 for a motherfucking reason. Minnesota Vikings gonna smack these boys around. Caleb Williams, come on now. Y'all bet him on them if you motherfucking want to. I hate to say it, Ray. At least Razor got the under, so he's gonna go 1-1 tonight. Minnesota Vikings are on another level than the Chicago Bears. Can I hit one more thing before you pass it on that I meant to say? DeAndre Swift, I don't care that he has a history with Ben Johnson. He can't play smash mouth football. And this game is going to be won at the line of scrimmage. Chicago last year was last in the league in yards after contact.
Last in the league. They graded out 26th in rushing. Come on.
Yeah, I love it. I will say I would like to have Harrison Smith out there, but they've known for about 3 weeks he's not going to be out there. So the scheme that they run, they're better everywhere. D-line, offensive line, and they got a lot of guys returning back. So and the addition of Jordan Mason, I think I like that too, to go get what Jim just said. So Jordan Mason, Aaron Jones. And I got a little tequila bet for y'all. You know what I mean? Hey, I like this look a lot. I think there's value with these props. Our guy Wham touched on it earlier, saying he's running a lot more. And then our guy Big Show has him over 15 and I don't want to quote the rushing yards, but he had JJ McCarthy and says he's going to get it on one. Well, I hope he fucking touches the paint when he does. Plus 575 anytime touchdown, JJ McCarthy. This boy's got some legs on him, right? He's got some legs on him. These quarterbacks ain't scared to run. He had 10 rushing touchdowns in college. Didn't see hardly any time really in preseason. Only one game. Did have one carry for 8 yards. I look for him to get a couple touchdowns, not a couple touchdowns, but at least one touchdown, but a couple attempts down there in that area. I do have to worry obviously about Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones, but not the biggest running backs. But I think McCarthy breaks one and gets in. And at 575, guys, come on now, we got to take a chance on that. So the real bet though, Vikings win this game. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but I'm very, I'm like Jim, the more I thought about this game, the more confident I am. And I don't think the Bears are on their level. Wham Bam, talk to him.
Yeah, now for me, it's I think I agree with Jim. DeAndre Swift cannot run it down their throats, but I do think he is going to get a touchdown today. I think plus 140 40 is where I'm going to go with the prop there. But I think that there is a chance that the trend of prime time, both teams to score right now is 2 and 3. Last night it cashed. Y'all know that's my play that I've been pretty much keeping track of, and as of so far this year, that's where it's at. So it's another prime time opportunity for that trend to go.
First quarter,
obviously.
What? What is it again? My bad.
No, I was saying the both teams have scored so far is 2 and 3 so far in prime time right now. So this is another opportunity. It could go up. It could go up. And the problem is that, like you said, I like the Vikings coaching staff. Like you guys said, they've been pretty good at scoring early. I think 52% of the time last year they scored in the first quarter on their drives there. It was the other opposite on the side of the Browns. I'm sorry, but the Bears, it was the opposite. They sucked ass. Can they make that offense click? I'm not going against Razor. I think he's under is alive there, but I think that the Bears can get to that bag early and get to the at least a field goal and shit. So that's all we need. So I think both teams will score is live here, plus 155. That's another bet for me.
Plus 155. Let's go.
In the first quarter, both teams will score in the first quarter. Y'all know what it is, man.
Anything on this cab? You ready to slide? Muted.
Oh shit! I was gonna say I think we had so many great cappers on it, and I don't have action on it, so you guys don't need to hear my opinion. I just want to let McCarthy's dad know, like, we didn't fucking forget, bro. Like,
with the chick.
Yeah, I'm just letting him know, bro. We didn't forget. If he somehow is watching Pub Sports Radio, like, we remember what you did.
He grazed his girlfriend's ass.
Right? You don't remember that, Wham? Your face tells me you don't remember that.
Wait.
Like after JJ scored or Michigan, he's in the crowd and
everybody's giving high fives. The cameraman.
He gave her a hug, right? And he's like, "Wait, let me go and see what that feels like."
he like bumped up against it, clear as day that he's doing it on purpose, touching his girlfriend's ass.
He's like, "Man, I gotta
really? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
We gotta run that clip. Damn, let me look for it. Damn, let me look for it.
He said, "Let me look for it."
Let's get to it though. Let's get to let's see. Speaking of a clip, we got a little Wood or Wooden. I believe we got a picture for Wood or Wooden today. So this one's in Jimmy's route. We're a little light. We're a little light on the Wood or Woodens. Here we go.
What the fuck is this? You took that from Jimmy, didn't you?
Jesus Christ.
Why are we watching Jimmy's? This is Jimmy's stuff. You took this right out of Betting with the Bag.
What do you think, Jim?
Immediately. Bastard, you wouldn't see me. You wouldn't see me for hours. You would be like, what the fuck? Something happened to Jimmy. Where's he been? No one's seen him.
Valdo said good.
Oh my god, you wouldn't see me. You might not see me for a week. Fuck, we fucking get them to charter a plane. You know those bitches have cash too. Like, oh man.
Oh, wait, man, is it a little out of your age bracket?
What did you say?
A little out of your age bracket or what?
What's out of my age bracket? I'm sorry, I'm lost.
You didn't see them chicks?
He's trying to find the video, which would be.
No, yeah, my fault. No, I was looking for a video. I already found it though, but no, I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it. My fault.
Yeah, show one more time, Londo.
Show me one more time. Yeah, my fault.
Londo, yeah, it's not.
He said it's out of my age bracket. Now I'm always scared. Nah, see, I like that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like how old she was, like that's a blessing for her. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to fit into her life as best as I can. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's the old lady. Hey, we got a dope week. Week one. A lot of the stuff happened yesterday, so we're gonna show that. We'll show that on our way out of here. We went a little longer than we wanted to, but man, it was a blessing breaking down these games. A lot of good information. Even more confident with this Vikings bet tonight. I do think JJ, has a strong chance of getting a touchdown tonight. So that plus 575 is worth the shot, in my opinion. Wham Bam, why don't you talk to the people here? And let's get up out of here, my man.
Yeah, man. Y'all already know where to find me. TrotWam on Twitter. Be back here again Monday. Y'all already know. Find me on Hoop Banging Sports Talk. I'll be through there as well. The script is on Sunday, bright and early. Last week, we hit a 14 anytime parlay plus 538. Something crazy like that. Gave it out on the show. Y'all already know what it is, man. And then we also had the first half for the Commanders, which cashed, but we also had the Panthers that lost. So it is what it is there. We did have both teams to score last night. That cashed. And like I said, we on it again tonight. So find me again on Twitter again, TrotWam. It's all good. We'll be back.
Yes, sir.
Respect.
Jim, big live stream tonight.
Yeah, big live stream tonight. Cannot wait, man. We had a great time. The first two live streams of the year have been so much fun, and so I'm looking forward to tonight. I like my dude said, my live script is soon. The first thing I want to do is bet the Vikings at plus 3.5. So I'm going to be waiting for that number. As soon as I see that number, I'm betting it immediately. And tonight, I am going to have real interest in betting a live under, but I'm not going to chase it. I'll bet it early. You know, if there's a score or two scores, yeah. I'm not going to be chasing. I'm not going to bet it again at halftime or anything like that. But if the Vikings go down, I'm going to bet it immediately, and that I won't chase either. If it's all of a sudden it's a 10 and JJ McCarthy is having real problems like people have predicted, I'm not going to chase it. So it'll be those first two early pops, and then I'll just probably sit back. And I can't wait to rock tonight with everybody. And thank you so much for having me, guys.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Kevy.
Man, you know what it was, man? A good show. I love smoking with you guys here in the chat on screen. Monday wouldn't be the same without it. Every day, betting with the bag with you guys. Y'all are the best. Y'all always show up. So thank you for being here. Share the video if you haven't. Help us get out there. I don't know if we're close to the 50 or not, Dutch.
How many retweets did we get? Did we check that? We've been light, man. Come on, all y'all gotta do is retweet the show. Go to Puff Sports and retweet it, and we give away $50 on the spot. We got 27 guys. Come on,
It's
man.
not bad, but still not 50.
Man, it's not good. It's not bad. It's not good. It's not Josh Allen. It's not great. It's not motherfucking great. All right.
I mean, you want to talk about betting on us? See, we don't have time to go all the way back down, and you're gonna get super offended. But you pass me the A&M game, fan this. Look at you, fanboy. You got 17 different Josh Allen jerseys. You sit up here all day, and he bets on it. But you want to talk about fucking fanboy?
You stand on something.
You got 17 different variations.
And all y'all talk that shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Josh Allen's the baddest motherfucker. When you stand on shit and get shit all day, you take it a little personal. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna show y'all motherfuckers what it is. But
can't
you know,
wait
we
till the
all
playoffs.
have our fanboy moments. But hey, if you don't like Josh Allen, you just don't like greatness, man, because that motherfucker's on his way to it. Believe that. But just like everyone in this show is, man, we're all striving for fucking greatness. Shout out to Spoon Bets in the fucking chat. Good to see you, my man. Thank you for dropping your bet. We have the Guardians, Royals, I believe, under 8.5 from our guy Spoon Dog. We got Cons Clips giving you guys a lot of college football. We had the Big Show giving you guys both quarterbacks to get over rushing at plus money. We had Wine Time giving you the under in the game tonight. Also with our guy Razor Sharp Picks on the under and the Bears. A lot of action, guys. If you can't, comment below after the show. It really helps us out, keeps us through the algorithm. Little light last week on the comments. If you're a real motherfucker and you support the Sesh and you want to win a motherfucking bet and you winning money off what we talking about, drop a little knowledge, in the comments below. Even emoji, it don't matter, man. Just something cool. We really appreciate it. And once again, big shout out to our guy T on the 1s and 2s. Helped us out a lot in this video. Come from him. NFL week 1. A lot of weeks to come. So let's get some motherfucking money. Until next Monday. Until Monday night, tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time. You know the vibe.
Stay high.
I was happy to beat everybody associated with the Jets.
You won't get high if you don't get high if you won't get high, then you don't get high if you won't get high, then you don't.